So we are back again with even more Saints Row news. Last time we covered the Game Informer images, but now we're covering what's actually said in the article itself, specifically new info we hadn't already heard, of which we have got a ton. Now some of this will be brief, almost bullet points, other stuff a bit more in depth, but yeah, we have got a load of new info to cover. Also, shout out and credit to Reddit user FurnoHead2 for sharing the article, and with that said, here we go, let's get straight into it. Driving in Saints Row has been revamped. Drifting around corners is tight and responsive, and both driving and on foot feel generally more realistic compared to the previous games. Speaking of drifting, it is said that the new game features brand new drifting mechanics. Cars feature brand new combat actions, including the brand new feature of being able to sit on top of the car to actually shoot. Now it doesn't go into details, but it is safe to say you probably can't do this solo, but will be an option in certain missions when you've got an ally as well as in co-op. Another combat action sees the car ram in certain directions with X on the Xbox or square on the PlayStation. You can now also tow objects with the game's brand new tethering mechanic. For example, you tow a porta potty in one of the main story missions. Each of the 3 rival gangs in Saints Row have some big noticeable differences in terms of how they fight, with each group featuring different weapons, different abilities, and even different strategies. The El Ponteros are brute strength who favour short-range weapons and melee attacks. They have limited technology but use what they have well. That's a bit different to the Marshall Corporation, who use their wealth to get ahead with increased training and lots of technology. They have got stuff like heat vision, laser sights, smoke screens and advanced tactics. They've even got some crazy laser lassos. Then you've got the Idols, who maybe don't have the technology or the brute strength of the other gangs, but what they do have are pure numbers, and will one after another just keep on coming with swarm tactics to overwhelm their enemies. It is also worth noting that if a situation happens where you come across more than one rival gang at once, they will also battle with one another and not only focus just on you. The Saints are not a thing when the game actually begins, but when they do form, they start off in an abandoned church. Very basic and almost crappy at the start, but you can then evolve into something much better as the game progresses. Santo Ileso consists of 11 main districts, with each featuring unique visuals and themes. Some include the retro glitz and glamour of the El Dorado Casino District, the luxury shopping and housing district of Lakeshore, as well as the classic Main Street USA vibes in Old Town. It is said that Las Vegas, Arizona, Texas and New Mexico are all themes and inspirations with the new map. Melee combat is said to be simple, often consisting of pulling the controller's trigger while in melee mode. You might have noticed this meter in some of the early gameplay, with this now confirmed to be a special cinematic finisher, similar to what we've seen in some of the older Saints Row games, for it to hit that special melee attack. As we note, the brand new Wingsuit will be an awesome feature in the new Saints Row game, and some new details with it are now confirmed. This can not only be used off high places generally, but could also be done off cars, off designated launchers which are spread throughout the world, as well as being airdropped down from fast travel points. So yes, fast travel is confirmed for Saints Row. Speaking of confirmations, firework grenades are also confirmed. Now, as we already know, Saints Row will feature main story missions, business missions, as well as extra missions as well. And by completing missions, you gain things such as cash, cosmetics, items, and XP. And with the XP, you can then use that to unlock new skills, increased health, and faster ability cooldowns. So yes, abilities are a thing in the new Saints Row. As well as main story missions, there is also lots of optional content as well. There is quick activities such as taking photos of tourist locations on your phone, as well as general drug related quick missions. In addition, there is also side hustle missions, for example various drug deals, as well as package delivery, such as delivering packages across the desert in off-road vehicles. As we've touched on, criminal ventures or businesses will also be a thing. These allow us to purchase legit businesses that have less than legit operations. Now we know this takes place from your HQ, specifically at the Empire table, and using the Empire map, you can select from 15 vacant slots from across the region where you can create your own business. So you the player dictate what business goes where. This means that by putting certain businesses in certain locations, it will create your own unique map with both positives and negatives. For example, you might want to choose to put a military store somewhere close to your main HQ base. Two examples of these criminal ventures include the Bright Future scam, where you illegally dump toxic waste for corporations, as well as this scam, where you front as a Mexican restaurant, but you're actually selling drugs out of your fast food truck. Each venture features its own unique themes, and each come with new missions for you to complete. They also give you unique benefits and rewards. For example, one benefit of one venture gives you access to the hoverboard. All in all though, I would say these sound pretty cool, so they will definitely be worth doing. In addition to all that news, we've also got a rundown of a couple of the main story missions, so let's get to those now. We firstly got one called Making Rent, where you rob a loan office called Payday, which is essentially a store. You get in there, crack the safe and begin the getaway, with the foursome then being split into two pairs. Eli and Kevin intend to make it home with the cash, with the boss and Nina leading the cops the other way. With some twists and turns, this eventually leads to a big police car chase throughout the desert, then to a battle with the Los Panteros for infringing on their territory, before the police chase resuming, with you eventually escaping after an epic dirt bike chase throughout the desert. We've also got the mission Idol Threat, with this one revolving around the Idols, specifically with the Idols kidnapping their former member Kevin. This mission involves a bar brawl, a fight at the scrapyard, before the Saints eventually finding Kevin tied up beneath the city sign, complete with a bomb. There is 5 explosives to deal with that you need to disarm before the time limit, with you of course battling many idols along the way. The mission concludes with the boss wingsuiting off the sign and into a nearby idols party, before one more big battle. So a couple of mission examples there, as well as overall a ton of new info about the new Saints Row video game. For me, I would say all in all looking good, lots of cool stuff, so for now cautiously optimistic and definitely waiting some proper gameplay that hopefully we're going to be seeing very soon. But share me your thoughts in the comment section down below and let me know how you think it's all shaping up so far. Stay tuned for more like this coming to the channel soon. And until next time, this has been 101, and I will see you all on the next one.